Snap.
Hi guys.
Hey guys, it's James from JVC Paints here. A little bit of an update on the Australians that I've been painting. So this might be the last painting video for me for a while. I will hopefully get a battle report up when I'm away on vacation here soon. But yeah, next month, paint time in September, and the end of this month is kind of dropping off. So, but we'll see. Anyway, let's get started. These are the last three guys of the section I showed you last time. We've got the two SMGs and a rifleman in the back here. These guys are the sort of regular Australian Army. I'm imagining that they're veterans somehow, but I'm not sure. Next to them, this is a scout squad. This is kind of a really neat little squad. Three-man unit. I don't know the actual sort of rules for these guys, but I'm going to imagine that they're veteran. They have some kind of, ambush shooting kind of thing. They all have SMGs. I'm sure they probably have anti-tank grenades. But I imagine that this is a cheap dice, probably about 50-ish, 45-ish points. And if you kill one guy off, they go down a small team. Great for taking objectives and stuff like that. I'm sure that's how my friend whose army this is going to play them. And next to them, we've got the militia unit. So there's a 10-man unit, very, very vanilla unit. We've got, as you can see in the front here, we've got an NCO with an SMG. We've got the Vickers LMG. This guy reaching for his smokes, I reckon, is the loader. And the rest of them all there have rifles. I imagine, again, I don't really know the rules for these guys. I'm going to just turn this guy so you can see him a bit better. Two identical models there you can see. But I'm sure they've got grain, and they've got some other kind of, special rule because historically, granted, from what I read on the back of the box, assuming that Warlord Games did their historical research correctly, these guys, they held off the Japanese while waiting for the regulars in New Guinea. So kind of interesting. They look cool. As you've noticed, I haven't done any bases yet because I'm waiting to make sure that I get all the basing materials. And I'm going to do all the bases, like all 50 of them or whatever it is in like one go, to make sure that they all kind of look identical. So that's what I'm aiming for there. That's why I haven't done the bases yet. So they're still kind of, they're like 97% finished. Let's put it that way. Next to them, these are the special guests. You might remember about, I don't know, a dozen or maybe 15 videos ago, Brush and Quill had a Great War Challenge. Might have been in November, around Armistice Day, Remembrance Day, to do World War I models. And I painted up one guy, which was a NCO. And I found the other two guys. I had these two guys sitting on my desk at the same time. And when I was moving around everything, there's a hair here. That's kind of gross. When I was moving stuff around, I thought, okay, well, I'll do these guys up. And I did. They came out okay. I hadn't done some horses in a while, so I was really kind of working on the horses mostly. But yeah, they turned out okay. And again, I haven't done the bases here yet. The bases, there's some I used some old GW ones, and these are Renegade miniatures. I think you can see the gap on that one there. Sadly, Renegade Miniatures isn't around anymore. These were great figures to paint. I had a lot of the infantry guys as well, and they really painted up nicely, but I painted them as World War II Hungarians, so my Hungarian army is early war Hungarian. They look like German 1918 soldiers. So anyways, lots of fun. I'm hoping to actually sell these two guys to the guy who bought the last one I painted, so he can have a little bit of a three-man set. And then finally, I've got this great reference book that I got on Amazon. It wasn't Amazon Japan, it was Amazon regular, I think. And yeah, so you should be able to order this. This is a fantastic book. So German tanks of World War II, and it's got the self-propelled guns. So we'll just crack it open here. So basically, yeah, it's got all the stats. Here we go. It's got all the stats, the differences between the models. Here we have the G and the J. And just things like the armor and the armaments and things like that, max speed, and it gives you a rundown of like how they would fix it up and why they made the armor decisions that they'd made. And then we've got stuff like prototypes and things like that. We've got the SP guns and stuff like that. They've got the elephant and whatnot. And they have some of in the very, very back here, they've got some of the sort of imaginary things that were never built. But they also have, which is pretty interesting, let me just get the page right here. Where is it? It's on page, I think, 190 or something. The Sturmtiger. Oh, here we go. So, yeah, they also have a Soviet version of this book and an Allied version of this book. But the fact of the matter is, maybe not some of the earlier things, but the stuff that I'm interested in, I guess you could say. So they have the captured vehicles. So like here we've got a Firefly, and we've got a bit of a souped up bread and carrier. We got a KV2, KV1, things like that. So you can also get the stats for the Soviet things like that, and some of the Allied stuff. So it's a really cool book. I recommend it if you have a chance to. You see this is by Mr. David Porter. If you got some money to blow. It's a good little bit of reference. So, yeah, anyways, guys, this went a little bit longer than I wanted. You guys have a good one. Have a great weekend. It's still super hot here, and I'm cooking alive. So you guys keep those brushes moving, and we'll talk to you next time, and have a great one. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.